Hello, goobers and gooners. Welcome back to the March Garden. Well. Look what we have here. Peppers that are somehow still alive, and some more contestants, and a bed that badly needs to be weeded this weekend. And also some sunflowers, because why not? Here, we got a little broccoli. This is probably gonna go to flower early. I'm not even gonna lie, but we'll see what good, or how good the head is. We got this potato plant doing decent, and this is gonna take longer since it's one of the potatoes that is like a more long-term crop, like one of those like giant potatoes you would grow that you would use for French fries. Here we got my squash bed. I uprooted the rest of the lettuce, and I need to thin out these seedlings. Whee! And right here, we got nasturtium, because I decided to be a pretty boy to I'm just gonna shut up. I decided to actually grow some flowers this year, and nasturtium was one of my picks, because squash vine borers decide that they don't like me. They want to be my personal enemy, number one on my list. That is very extensive, by the way. And then the squash seedlings are doing good. This is going to be one of the squash varieties that climbs vertically. Is that a parsley sprout? Anyways, I'm just going to weed through this bed, because in the process of building the soil, I decided, you know what, I'm going to throw my herb bed soil in here, since the herb bed kind of failed. Now we've got tons of miscellaneous herbs coming up in this bed, which, I mean, positive or negative aside, I'll just weed through it. These are my tomatoes. They're actually doing good and starting to be raised up. Look at them. This is going to be one of the tomatoes that I let a few suckers grow on. Not much, just a few. Then we got alyssum here. This is, so pretty much this is alyssum. It's either the white one or the pink one. We've got basil in here. One of the few I have. We got more tomatoes. This is a cherry tomato plant because, well, obvious reason to look at it. Then we got another tomato, alyssum. Oh yeah, these are calendulas. So, yeah, cool. It's not lettuce. So we got more nasturtium, more squash. This is my biggest one so far, or that's actually my biggest one. Then we got my melons right here and right here. All throughout this bed is just melons. And I decided to plant less this year and plant them in more sunlight, because planting tons of them didn't go so good last year. And I'm actually learning spacing for cucurbit family, so fun. Oh, those are my marigolds. Look at those, those are sick. They're being raised up. Cute. More nasturtium, tomatoes. This is another potato plant, just kind of miscellaneous. It's a red potato. I just kind of found it in my plant scraps pile and just decided, you know what, I'm just going to throw that back in the ground and see what I get once it dies. I mean, it's worth a shot. Here, we got a tomato plant. Seems it is struggling in this early season because of what I'm assuming is a lack of airflow due to these diseased leaves, or just patchy leaves in general. I hope that to be solved once it gets bigger and starts sprawling up this trellis, but I don't know about that. Just need to get it off the ground in general. These are some sun gold tomatoes that I got from the nursery a bit early, and they're actually doing pretty good. Starting to put out their first flowers. Rosemary. because this is one of the few herbs I needed. Of course, I need every single herb in the universe. These are some of my younger tomatoes, the ones that just got out of the seedling tray. Random squash. We got some more alyssum and some more tomatoes, and then some more tomatoes. I have a wild guess what I'm growing a lot of this year. Anyways, oh yeah, forgot. This is my okra and beans bed. So the beans are getting a bit more of a head start. Honestly, once they get bigger, I might need to prune them just so the okra can catch up, so it doesn't get blocked out and then dies from lack of sunlight. Because I've had that happen one too many times, and I think I planted the okra a bit too late, or a bit too early compared to when I planted the beans. It was crazy paradox. Blueberries are actually producing fruit. Look at these. Amazing little blueberries. Then we got my citrus trees. They're still alive and pumping out these beautiful leaves. And I hope that they survive the bombardment of pests that will come out once it stops getting cold at night. And strawberries. I just fertilized these things, so there's not much action coming in yet, at least. Though I hope more action will come out soon, now that I applied the fertilizer. So that's it for the strawberry update. Come back in 2 months and see. I'm not going to jinx it because last time, you know what happened with the broccoli army. I got a little bit too overconfident, and then all of the plants rotted in that one ground bed. So won't let my so far success get to me just yet. I won't jinx it just yet. This is my thyme plant. It came back after the winter freeze. And oh my god, it is going crazy. So is this oregano. It's doing pretty damn good, if I say so myself. Going through here, it's like just dense. Just a dense pile of herb. Green onions are probably going to go to flower this year. Seed starting tray, my peppers are finally starting to sprout, or at least the ones that are more unique. It's going to take a while for them to catch up. Cucumber I got from the nursery because I was a bit impatient and decided, hey, I wanted a different variety. So I got a different variety. Okay, this twine doesn't rot within the first few days. That's a good sign. So here we got my party time cucumbers, 2 of them. Then we got my Dasher 1 cucumber. We got, or Dasher 2, I think. I don't know. It's getting hard to keep track of the varieties at this point. All I know is what works and what doesn't work. Then we got my 2 actually need to be pollinated cucumbers, along with this one. Then we got my more long-term crop tomatoes. Dementia. This is potatoes. God, the Minecraft movie brain rot must be getting to me. These are my sweet peas. They're starting to climb up this trellis, and I hope I get flowers soon, because they actually look like they're doing good for once. Emphasis on hope I get flowers soon. They haven't started flowering yet, though I bet it'll look gorgeous when they do. So, yippee. More potatoes. Banana plants coming back, but in the way I didn't expect it to come back, through this sucker that is detached from the main stem. The main stem might take a bit to catch up again, but this sucker is currently carrying the banana in the most unexpected plot twist ever. Wow. All of the celery is starting to get mature that I planted from seed. The Brussels sprout, it's starting to get taller and loosen up, etc. With all this heat recently, I'm not surprised. But I hope these sprouts continue developing pretty well, because they are doing good. And I need this to gain just a little bit more height before it's thick enough to cut off the head of the plant itself. And all of the onions are coming up that I planted from set, because I want to try set onions, because seed onions haven't worked well besides for the 1 year that I actually tried and raised them, of course. And it actually worked out pretty well. And they're starting to catch up to the normal onions. Now here, we just got some garlic. Anyways, that's about it. See ya.